Happy Monday, August the 14th. Oh, by the way, today's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad, because I know you watch these things. Luke chapter 6, verses 35 and 36. But love your enemies. Do what is good and lend, expecting nothing in return. Then your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High. For he is gracious to the ungrateful and evil. Be merciful, just as your Father also is merciful. This is a difficult passage. It's a long passage. So this is another one of those where you just want to get the idea in your heart and your mind and live it out. Do we get what we deserve? See, again, I feel like we're on the grace and mercy talk. We've defined it. Grace, receiving that which we don't deserve, and mercy, not receiving that which we do deserve. But in this particular verse, this little passage, we're not talking about God's grace and mercy yet. We're talking about our grace and mercy. So let me ask, are you gracious? How do you treat others? See, Luke's gospel, that's where this passage is found. Jesus is teaching us how to treat others. You see, he says, love your enemies. It's kind of abrupt in the opening verse that we're looking at today. But love your enemies. Wait a minute. We want to start to define that. Which ones? What about the one that did this or the one that did that? Can I just go ahead and tell you? Love your enemies. Who loves their enemies? That's not a philosophy or an ideology of the world. Well, here you go. Here's the point. God loved us while we were enemies. We were in open rebellion against God, and God loved us. The command is not random. What God is doing through this Gospel of Luke is to compare and contrast. The religious leaders of Jesus' day did it wrong. They had preferences. Jesus says do it better. Jesus says do it different. These two verses are the summary of the passage. When you read the whole chapter, this is the summary of the passage. We'll see this week, and we'll remember that we are not just talking about Jesus' disciples whom he's speaking to in the Bible, but we are also Jesus' disciples as well. So Jesus is speaking to us. God is speaking to us through the Gospel of Luke. But love your enemies. Do what is good and lend. Expect nothing in return. Then your reward will be great, and you will be the children of the Most High, for he is gracious to the ungrateful and evil. Be merciful, just as your Father also is merciful. That is Luke 6:35 and 36, and I'll see you tomorrow.